Hi, this is Chris for JamPlay.com, and you're watching more Liepe's Licks, where you get a new lick every Thursday if you subscribe. In the next 2 lessons, we're going to be looking at licks in the style of Jimmy Page. And in this first sequence, you really hear Jimmy Page from the earlier albums, and some of his solos that he does there, in terms of the phrasing, in terms of the sequence itself, but the notes are not something that he may have played. He may have played this, but we're using the Mixolydian mode as opposed to just the straight pentatonic, which that phrasing that I demonstrated there in the demo, he most likely used more with kind of the minor pentatonic sound. So we're blending a little bit of modal playing with some Jimmy Page sequencing or phrasing. Okay, so we start on the 10th fret. Let me just play the sequence slowly for you. Again. Now, Jimmy Page might have done something like this. This will sound a lot more familiar to you. Where you got that minor. But we're doing this. Okay, so you have that flat 7 sound. Here's your 1, here's your flat 7, and then you have the major 3rd. You got that sound in there. That's a dominant 7 sound, or Mixolydian mode if you're playing it as a scale. So let me play that phrase a couple more times. Okay, one more time. Now, you notice every time I played this so far, I've used different picking. The picking isn't that important, except that you are picking to accent certain notes. You could do hammer-ons and pull-offs, but you really want to make sure and accent the following notes in order to make it sound more Page-ish. There. Those notes. These notes can be a little bit more subdued, the following notes. So you could do legato there. Really get those. Okay, so really, when you're switching strings is where you want to be accenting most. That relationship. That can get a little difficult because you're doing inside picking a lot. All right, great phrase though. You also notice I'm using a little bit of palm muting on those lower strings. That isn't that Page-ish, but I thought it sounded kind of neat. Okay, once you hit this note, we do a full step bend on your 13th fret. Okay, what's cool about that is that's the 4th of the key. And when we bend back down in the second half of this lick, or in the second half of these licks, we have that major 3rd. Okay? That's as far as we're going. Get that sequence down and check out episode 2 in this In the Style of Jimmy Page Licks on Liepe's Licks, brought to you by JamPlay.com. We'll see you real soon.